Hello and welcome once again to Principia Mathematica. Today we're going to study a very important subject that we haven't studied before, but it is now the right time to do it. And that is how to turn improper fractions into mixed fractions. So we're going to start with some examples. Okay. How to turn improper fractions into mixed fractions. So let's start with one example. Let's say that we have 10/3 and that we want to turn this 10/3 into a mixed fraction. So we need to do a normal division, yeah? 10 divided by 3. So we need to ask ourselves how many times does 3 go into 10? So that would be 3. Then 3 times 3 is 9, so we write it down here with a minus sign here, and then we would have 1. Okay, so to write this down as a mixed fraction, we take this 3, that is the integer here, this is the remainder, which we write down here, and then this denominator goes here, yeah? So we take the integer and we put it here, we take the remainder and we put it up here, and then we keep the same denominator. Let's do another example. 40/21, yeah? So we need to do a division again. 20 divided by 21. 21 times 2 is 42. So how many times does 21 go into 40? Just 1. 1 times 1, 1, and 1 times 2, 2. Then we write down a minus sign, and then 40 minus 21 is equal to 19. So how do we write this down as a mixed fraction? Well, we take this 1 and we write it down here. We take the remainder, which is 19, and then divided by 21. This would be the result. This one would be the result here. Another example. 50/20. Yeah? So once again, we do another division. 50 divided by 22. Now, how many times does 22 go into 50? 2, yeah? So we write down 2 here. 2 times 2, 4, and 2 times 2, 4. So we write down a minus here, and then 50 minus 44 is 6. So we take the 2 here and we write it down here. Then we take the remainder, that is 6. We write it down here, and then divided by 22. Another example. 60/19. Once again, we're going to do another division. Yeah, so 60 divided by 19. 19 times 3 is 57, and 19 times 4 would be 76. So this 19 goes into 60 3 times. So 3 times 9 is 27, and we carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, 50. So we write down a minus here, and then 60 minus 57 is 3. So how do we write it down? Well, we take this 3 here, we take the remainder, which is 3, divided by 19. Okay, another example. Seven halves. So we need to divide 7 by 2. Yeah. So how many times does 2 go into 7? 3. 3 times 2, 6. So we write down minus 6 here, and then 7 minus 6 is 1. So how do we write down the mixed fraction? Well, we take the 3 and the remainder, which is 1, and then divided by 2. Another one. 9/4. Again, we take 9 here divided by 4. How many times those 4 go into 9? 2. 2 times 4, 8. So we write it down like minus here, and then 9 minus 8, 1. So the result will be 2. We take this 2 here, then we take the remainder, which is 1, divided by 4. Another example. 19/7. So once again we divide 19 by 7. How many times does 7 go into 19? 2. 2 times 7, 14. Yeah? And then 19 minus 14 is 5. So we take this 2 and we write it on here, then the remainder is 5, then divided by 7. Another one. 31 divided by 40. How many times does 4 go into 31? Well, 8 times 4 is 32, so it has to be less than 8, so we use 7, yeah? 7 times 4, 28. So we write on 28 here, minus, yeah? 31 minus 28 is 3. So the result would be 7, which is this one, then the remainder, which is 3, and then 4. Another example. 63/10. Well, once again, we divide 63 by 10. How many times does 10 go into 60? 6, yeah? Now 6 times 0 is 0, and 6 times 1 is 60, and we write on minus, yeah? 63 minus 60 is 3. So we take 6 here, then the remainder, which is 3, and then 10. Another one. 115/35. So what do we do here? Again, we divide 115 divided by 35. So how many times does 35 go into 115? Would be 3. Then 3 times 15. 3 times 5 is 15, and we carry 1. Then 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1, 10, yeah? And then the remainder would be 10. So we take this 3 and we write it on here. The remainder is 10, and then divided by 35. And one last example. 195 divided by 63. How many times do 63 go into 195? I would say, well, 3. Yeah, it will be 3. Yeah, 3 times 3, 9, and 3 times 6, 18. And then we write down minus here. 195 minus 189 is 6. So we take 3 here, then the remainder, which is 6, and we take the denominator, which is 63. And that's it. Well, that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, press that like button and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.